Hey Zen fam, so episode 2 of brand new Gamesmaster for 2021. Yet again, fantastic, absolutely loved it. I loved it as much as I did last week, and last week's one, I watched it earlier today with my kid who's 12 and I'm 47, and we both loved it. Even though he doesn't have half the gaming knowledge I do, we both sit down, we both loved it. You know, Rad Florence, brilliant. It's like Frankie, brilliant. Ty, brilliant. Sir Trevor McDonald, brilliant. All of them. Really great words tonight, really great scripting. You know, some great little ad-libs. Loving the audience interaction. The gameplay tonight was brilliant. There was some really great stuff going on. Couple of great sort of content creator type people doing various things left and right. Some great challenges, some good games to challenge them on. And like there was a great little sort of review, obviously, which was really super well written. There was an interesting think piece about a certain handheld system that I will not name because the owner of that handheld system decided to copyright strike the last video, even though technically speaking, it wasn't even their content, it was Channel 4 content, but you know, what you gonna do? Anyway, so, they did their usual sort of thing, having a bit of gameplay, a bit of this, bit of that. They're educating Grado, which was kind of interesting. Now, Grado seems to know some stuff about games. Funny that. It was a great little sort of piece about what it's actually, the motivations and the thinking and stuff behind armor on gaming characters, both male and female. You know, male characters get all this big stuff and it actually looks like armor and acts like armor, whilst with female game characters they always seem to get, like, you know, a light metal bikini at best. And it's just like, you know, the sexism inherent in game design, you know, and pandering towards, you know, thirsty young men who are completely driven by hormones. And we need to get past that. But, you know, it was an interesting sort of thing about, like, yeah, this is how females dress in games, this is how males dress in games, and that needs to change. And of course, as you know from me on this channel, I agree with that particular point of view. We saw some, like I say though, we saw some really good competitive gameplay tonight, which I actually think the way that gameplay is shown on this show, yeah, this is an acceptable sentence, is actually better than what you get on Twitch. Because Twitch is just this long continuous stream of stuff, and it's never really edited, it's just blast, it's just this gigantic lump of stuff that lands on you and you just watch it. And that's good for certain things, but I kind of like what's going on here. It's more focused, it's condensed, it's, you know, it's presented, it's edited, it's like, it's given a bit more TV magic. And even though Rab himself said that, like, you know, they probably won't get to watch this on TV, they put it on telly, they put it on E4 on a Wednesday night. And like I said, I watched it with my boy this morning. He loved it, as I said, and it's just good stuff. I'm really pleased with this show. I really believe that Channel 4/E4 need to make this a going concern going onwards after this, what I believe to be 3 episodes run. It really just needs to continue. Please, by the power of the gaming gods, I pray this happens, because this show is fantastic. Frankie, Ty, Rab, and Sir Trevor McDonald are just making this happen. And one of the things I loved the most tonight was the appearance of Sunpie playing tonight. She was on with another content creator, and the both of them were having this battle down on this game, and they were both playing really good gameplay. And I love how Rab told partially the story of how Sunpie got the Soldier Boy Games console. And because for those of you not in the know, basically Sunpie, she's a British YouTuber, and it does all that streaming as well. And she got given the Soldier Boy games console that we all know to be a piece of rubbish, right? And and she basically came out and put the review out as, yeah, this thing is geek, did I touch it? And Soldier Boy then came out and said, no, I never gave her that. She's lying and stuff. And then she went, no, I've got the receipts and the system and all the rest of it. And then what was even better still, not only did she get it and review it and call it out for the rubbish that it was, but then she also sent it to Richard Review USA so he could finally review it, because he put money down for one ages ago and had to be sent it and had to be sent it because Soldier Boy didn't want to send it to him because he knew that Rich would destroy it because it's rubbish. And he did, and it is, and he did. Whey! So yeah, that was fun. But one of the most fun parts of the whole episode tonight, aside from the clever little bits and pieces about the various things I spoke about, like the green armor and the review from that particular company that will remain nameless, and and all the other sort of bits and pieces and the clever editing and the great scripting, was also the fact that they got this guy on who had been on Gamesmaster back in the 90s. He came on tonight and he'd won a golden joystick back then, and he came along to try for another golden joystick. So he was going to be a dual stick wielder if things went his way. Yes. And Rad put up an interesting proposition to him. He told him that if he won, he'd walk away 2 golden joysticks, but if he lost, he was going to smash his original 1990s golden joystick, and he had a lump hammer ready. I love Rad Florence, my dude's awesome. So, without spoiling, you have to watch this episode, because I firstly think it is awesome, and the show just needs to continue. And who knows, maybe one day I could get myself on there. That'd be kind of neat. I don't know how I'd ever manage to do it because I'm a tiny little YouTuber. Maybe a bunch out there in the Zen fam could write to Channel 4 and tell them you'd like to see me playing off against Batley or something. Who knows? That'd be kind of neat. Me playing off a bigger Scottish YouTuber. There's 2 Scottish YouTubers. Or me playing off another Celtic YouTuber, like a guy from Wales or something. Who knows? That could be fun. But nevertheless, this show is just going from strength to strength, and tonight's second episode was quite frankly just a triumph. From beginning to end, just brilliant. And when this show eventually goes away after next, in another 7-8 days, depending on your point of view, I'm going to miss it. It's been good. It's been real good. And people are loving it. You only have to read the comment section of the last video, of the last video from them, not from me, because they got a bigger reach. And people were really digging it. Honestly, people were really loving what was going on. So yeah, do yourself a favour. If you've not watched it, get that second episode watched, and then share this video with your pals. Okay guys, you know the drill. Hashtag support Scottish YouTubers. And of course, as always, aye, nae bother.